And there we have it, an automatic potion brewer in Minecraft 1.17, of course. Hey guys, welcome back to iCraftMC's World. In this episode of our Let's Play, we're going to be showing how to build an automatic brewing machine. But before we do that, we're going to make today's banner of the day. Today's banner starts with a yellow banner and green dye. The green dye is going to be in the green lozenge shape. Next, we're going to go on to a light blue thing, which is this pattern right here. Then we're going to go on to a black border, which is this pattern right here. Then we're going to go on to a black base, which is this pattern right here. Then we're going to go on to a black chief, which is this pattern right here. And we're going to end off, last but not least, with a black base gradient, which is this pattern right here. And you can see what it makes. It makes a banner of the earth. I thought this is a super cool banner just because it kind of shows our globe, but you don't actually need the globe pattern for it. And it just really fits in well with everything else. This would be perfect for a space station or for maybe a observatory or just something else, but I think overall it just looks super cool. Anyway, on to what we're doing today. I guess I should put away the thing banner pattern as well so we don't drag that with us for the rest of the day, so I'll just put that right back here. But anyway, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to, in the basement of our laboratory over here, be making an automatic brewing machine because it's a really useful thing to have and we don't have one yet. So, as you can see, this space is empty for now, but we're going to put the brewing machine in just about here. And before we do that, of course, we're going to have to make the walls of this room. So we are going to do that. So of course the floor is going to be here. We may as well start with the floor. And the floor is of course going to be made out of 1.17 blocks because why not? So we're going to use a checker pattern of calcite and amethyst crystals just because I think it actually works super well. So you guys can see that in just a second here once we get a little bit more place down there, what that one looks like. And I think overall it's quite a nice pattern. I love the music that you hear when placing down the amethyst. It's quite cool. So that's the floor pattern. I think it looks kind of magical, maybe a bit scientific. So overall, I think that works super well. So we're going to finish that for the rest of this floor. And of course, just doing a nice easy checkerboard pattern because just a good pattern overall that I think will fit well for this. And of course, the brewing machine is under here because it's not actually that big, but it's just big enough that we need some good amount of room to do it. So we're not actually going to have this be too close. We'll probably have it be about here. So we'll just do it about to there. And of course, when making this machine, it's about 3 blocks thick. It's a little bit thicker in the area over here. But it's really not too bad in any of the areas, so shouldn't be a big issue. Really can fit in most spaces. So we'll just finish up this amazing floor here, or at least I hope it's amazing. I think it looks pretty good. And there we go. We'll just make our nice checkerboard pattern here, which I always tend to do with starting with one color and then finishing off with another one. And it always sounds like we're listening to some kind of a song when placing this down, which is pretty cool. Because amethyst overall is just a really cool block. So we'll place that all down there like this. Alright, and then just for the walls, this will be quite quick. The walls are going to consist of smooth stone on the edge like this, and of course this will reveal to us what blocks need to be placed down. So smooth stone on the edge like this, all the way around like this, and of course the farm will start actually about here, so we can just stop it right there because we won't get to see that. Just like this, and then of course we'll do it over on this side as well, and that's why we didn't do the floor in the corners because we don't need to, and there's no point of wasting time doing that. So now we're just going to place all these bricks in like this, and yeah, basically just placing them all around in here like this, just getting ourselves a nice brick wall because of course this is a bit of a basement, so we need a nice brick wall to kind of show the foundation, right? Kind of show that this is the cement or something, and this isn't exactly cement, but bricks work pretty similarly. So actually I guess these don't really go here. They could, but I don't think we'll end up needing those there at all. And then we'll just simply finish up the last thing, this thing over here too. Just throw all these in here like this, and that should look good like that. Yeah, I think it looks awesome. Nice and simple, but should look good overall. And of course we'll finish the lighting up of this in a second here, and we'll just finish up whatever part of this wall we didn't do. Also have a bit of glowstone here, so what we'll do is we'll just place glowstone in a few bits of the floor here. Just like this, getting us some nice floor lighting here. And then we can get rid of the torches like that. So we'll place one in the corner right here too. And just replacing the calcite there, because why not? And yeah, I can hear the music on here, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that's basically it for the walls. I might forget something here. Oh, another thing we can do too if we want is we can get ourselves a ladder going up here, because of course we want an easy way to get up and down from this area. So there we go, like that. That looks pretty good. I wonder if I have a crafting table in here. I do over here. Perfect. And I'll just make a couple smooth stone slabs like this, and we can quickly use these to just get the area over here all sealed up on the edges like that, so it makes a little bit more sense and looks a little bit better. All around here just like this. I guess that doesn't really go there, so we'll just break that and place it back. And like this, and I think that's about done, which is perfect. So actually we can get rid of these edge bits here too, and we can replace it just with this, and I guess like that. There we go. And I think we broke a pressure plate, which we'll put back so we can use this as it is meant to be. Alright, so that's it for that bit, and now what we're going to do is make the actual machine. So we have not all the supplies with us, but most of them. It's pretty simple stuff. You're just going to need droppers, item frames. They can be glow item frames. I'm using those because I think glow item frames are really cool, but you can use absolutely whatever type you want. Of course, you'll need a brewing stand at least. You will need well, some quartz, at least for my design. You can use any building block. You'll need hoppers, crimson buttons, warp buttons, chests. I mean, again, these can be any type, these buttons, but I just thought the crimson and the warp buttons look really good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves these chiseled quartz blocks, and we're going to start them about here on the, actually not quite there. We're going to break this and this, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves these pillars right here, and also a bit of these stone bricks as a base. So we'll just throw a base in here like this. Of course, if I hadn't mined this out, we wouldn't have needed to put a base here, so you can just have whatever you want here. You won't really get to see this, so this shouldn't matter really at all, of course, unless it's something like a redstone block or something that would, of course, interrupt the current. So we'll just throw that in there like that, and all around here like this should be fine. Alright, there we go. And I have to remember my pickaxes. There we go. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to place these up like this, so 2 across like this, and then we're going to also get ourselves these chiseled quartz blocks and put them in here like this. This is going to be an important part of the farm design, is I believe like this. So let's see, we have 16 here. That should be good, and this basically just squeezes in, as you can see. In fact, we might even just break this and then break this, so we can actually make this go back a little bit further, and then we might just have to change this up a little bit here like this and like that. That should work, because then we can actually have the wall go all the way where we want it to go. So hopefully we can just grab that there and throw these in here, and then just put these in here like this and get ourselves these here like this. There we go, and we'll just place blocks across here like this, but we won't actually do that quite yet, although that is something we are going to do, because looks like I actually need one more piece of calcite there. There's our calcite, which I think is a very cool block. I think just awesome looking. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves these droppers and place them facing straight up across here like this. This is a super important part of this machine, and basically is the main part of it really. So now here you might see there's an empty space. That's going to be where the brewing stand goes. Then we're going to grab ourselves these, here they are, the hoppers right here. And we're going to place the first hopper into here. Then we're going to place it across like this, because this will basically make the droppers place items in here. But of course there's a bit more redstone behind it than that, but not too much. So we'll place those in there like this, and we do have a couple extra hoppers we'll use in a second here. Now what we're going to do is not on this block here, but starting here, facing outwards from these blocks, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these, and there should be, there we go, 4 left there. That should be perfect. Then get ourselves some redstone dust, and I believe I did leave it over here, so we'll just grab that right over here super quick. And this is basically going to make this a bit automatic, so we'll place it there like this. So basically, whenever we place a button that's going to be placed on there, then it'll also make this work and also make this one work right here. And that's going to have automatic nether wart dispensing, which is going to be super useful. So now over here, we're going to start with a bit of the interface on here. It sounds like it's actually bedtime because I hear my axolotls killing drowns, which is quite funny. So we'll just go to bed here. All right, perfect. And then we'll just place glow item frames or any type of item frame, but I'm going to use glow on top of all of these droppers right here like this. This should be perfect. And we might even see if I can make this go one further outwards. That might work. We'll take a look. Maybe even just not all the way up, but just somewhat, just so we can have a bit more room to work in here. That would be very good. Or I guess we can just, that should be fine, yeah. And if we just go like this and place it there like that. Yeah, because I'm just trying to get a little bit more room so I can just work with this in such a way where we have enough room to actually interact with stuff. That's always a good idea, is just to have enough room to make things easily interactable, I guess. So yeah, there we go. And we'll just grab a little bit more of this and throw that in here and place these up here like this. We may as well. All right, there we go. All right, now what we need to do is grab ourselves the crimson and the warp buttons, or really just buttons of 2 different colors. Just makes it a bit easier to remember. And we're going to place, not with this one, but one over from this one, place these. And the reason why I use this chiseled quartz here is because you can actually place the button right on top of that circle there. Then it kind of makes it look like there's some supporting stuff around the button, which I think is really cool. So we're going to place it like this, because these are going to be additional parts of the potion ingredients, and these are going to be other bits. And basically when we place this, you'll see that it lights up the redstone there, and we'll also make this work. Alright, so now this part is somewhat done. Now what we need to do is get the automatic water bottle dispensing working. So we're just going to place a bucket. Actually, another thing we can do here too is we can have this go lower or higher. This could go one lower if you wanted, but I'm going to keep it up here because I think it looks fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make this go out here like this, maybe 2 blocks over. That should be fine. And then place chests like this, and just kind of making ourselves a group of chests just like this. It doesn't really matter exactly how it works anyway. Like, so like for instance, we can do it like this and like this, just whatever way fits in, but you want to just get like, you know, possibly 3 double chests in there, just as many double chests as you really can fit. Just not crazy amounts, but just a good amount. And that'll make it so that water bottles dispense into there. So that's the redstone done, but there's definitely more to make, needing to be done to make this work. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place quartz pillars across here like this. Quartz pillars. So there we go. Those are going across there like this. And we're going to place 2 like that. And you can see it's kind of done. Alright, so now that the blocks are like that, it looks okay. But you can see there's a bit of air cracks in there. There's a really simple fix to this, which is just placing some blocks around here to kind of see the air less through there, which can just kind of make the aesthetic overall look a bit better. So there we go like that. And you can kind of see what this is looking like so far. So what we're going to want to do now is basically fill this up with the materials that it needs. So I will go over that in just a second here. Basically, I will get all the materials you need and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back and I got all the things we'll need. One more thing you can always do if you are having ladders like me is have some nice stylish trapdoors here to open and close to get up and down there. I think that always looks pretty cool. Anyway, so here we are. Basically what I always want to do is I always try and have the modifiers at the end, and I'll briefly explain how potions work, but just briefly. Basically what these end ones is going to be what modifies the potions, and I can press these because nothing is in here yet. But anyway, obviously when you press these, we're going to want a nether wart with it because every potion needs nether wart. So what we'll do is we'll start by placing the nether wart in here, and we'll just place all the other nether wart we have in here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have the modifiers at the end here, and whatever real order we want, it doesn't really matter. So I'll just go redstone, glowstone dust, gunpowder, and dragon's breath like this. And we'll place all the dragon's breath in here, all the gunpowder in here, all the glowstone dust in here, and all the redstone in here. And I just actually got this dragon's breath in my last episode, which is pretty cool. So anyway, these main, what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, those 10. There should actually be 10 nether wart in here now if it worked correctly. Which it may or may not. Actually, no, it didn't because it's flooded the signal. There should just be 1. Yeah, there we go. That's working good. Anyway, I have all of them but 1, which is phantom membranes. So I'll just place all the ones I do have. So we'll have pufferfish for the second one. We'll actually start with, I think, why not magma cream? It doesn't really matter. The order, we can have some blaze powder. Now, of course, is also going to need some blaze powder, so we're going to put maybe 8 in there. It doesn't really matter. We can maybe go like that. You want a bunch in there, though, so you don't have to really worry about it. So we'll place that in here like this. It's cool to actually see the sprite being so lit up like that. We'll put glistering melon in that one, and just place all the glistering melon in there. We'll put golden apples in here, and place a whole bunch of golden apples in there. We'll do spider eyes, and we'll put a spider eye stuff in there. We'll have the fermented spider eyes at the end here, because they do have some interesting uses, so we'll put that in there. We'll have the gas tiers in here, throw that in there. We'll have the sugar in here. We want the sugar sufficiently far away from this. In fact, we might even put the sugar here and switch this around, because sugar is not a modifier like these dusts are, but it does look like it, so we want to make sure that that's not super close to it. Alright, and let's see what else we have here. I put all the gas tiers in there, so I guess we'll go like this. Alright, now this one I do not have is phantom membranes. I'll probably just stay up a bunch one night and get that, but for now we'll just have the system like this. And now this is somewhat done. It's not fully done, so not quite yet. So what we want to do now is we want to make ourselves a small little pool. We want to get ourselves a bucket of water in here, and what we're literally going to do, because we can reach all these chests, is we're going to get all these empty water bottles here. We're actually going to go options, we're going to go control, we're going to go right button, and I'm just going to rebind it to M or just some unused key, and then just hold them like this. This is going to spam fill these. It's probably extremely loud. This is basically going to fill these at 20 bottles a second, because that's how many times the key inputs into the computer. Then of course we'll go to our controls and reset the keys like that. Now there's a bunch of stuff on the ground here, and we're just going to right click into one of these and just hold shift and right click and just place them all in there at once, and do the exact same thing over here and over here. And that's probably the quickest way you'll ever find to fill up an area, is just doing that, just right clicking like this, and we'll just place all those in here like this. Looks like we have a couple too many, but that's not too bad. So what we'll do is we'll just pick this up again, and then we are going to put this back right here like this, I guess. And we have those in there already. So what we're going to do is we're going to test this out. Now, if you don't know how potions work a lot, this isn't the best thing to do, but basically what you want to do is, let's say we want to do a fire resistance, or actually let's say strength. So this is strength, so we're going to test this out. So normally you'd place this in, wait for it to brew, then you'd place this in, wait for it to brew. Then if you want to go a bit longer, which of course most people would, you would place this in and wait for it to brew. What we're going to do is we're going to press them all at once. So what we're going to do is we're going to press this, then what we're going to do is we're going to press, so that's going to get us a strength potion. Now we're going to extend it with redstone dust like this, and you know what, just to see the system work, we'll make it into a splash potion, and then once a potion's a splash potion, you can turn it into a lingering splash potion if you want with dragon's breath, so we'll press that. Now let's see if we've done this correctly. If we just look into the hopper up here, let's see here. Okay, so it looks like it did go like that, but it looks fine. So basically it is working. So basically what we want to do is just make sure not to spam the buttons. But yeah, so basically this is how it's supposed to work, and it's looking super awesome, because this will go in like this, and these will go in here like this. It's just good to not press these all a whole bunch, or of course, you know, it can always happen where one will replace the wrong slot. So it's just good just to go through and press them all. But either way, this is looking super awesome, and I think it's worked, because basically what will happen is the nether wart here will automatically be placed in, and then you press all the buttons before the nether wart brews in, and then it should work perfectly. You can already see we have 8-minute strength potions there. We don't actually have to make that a splash potion because, or a lingering splash potion that is. So we'll just place it like that, and I guess we'll have to fix this bottle now. But yeah, I'll just show it off one more time just to show that it is working. And also when we get rid of these, this should fill up with water bottles. It does, which is perfect. Now we'll just do a fire resistance. So we'll just go, we'll have to remember what we're going to do it ahead of time. So we're just going to press this ahead of time so it doesn't do the wrong order. So we'll press this. We don't even have to hurry. And we can just wait like 2 or 3 seconds. Press this. And then what will happen is it'll start with another wart that's automatically dispensed, and then this will go in the right space instead of, let's say, messing up like this if we waited way too long, because it would have to take long enough for this to fully brew and then for this to go in. Anyway, that's basically our automatic brewing machine in the basement of my area here. I should probably place something behind there just so it doesn't look so ugly while we're at it, just so we kind of don't have to see the whole back area there. So I don't know if I can actually get in there or not. I think I can, actually. I don't think it should hurt anything having blocks on top of the hoppers there, so maybe I'll just place these in front of here, right, just like this, because why not? And of course I did place these right here just because then I've got a bit of light up there, and it just looks a lot better, of course, when things are nice and lit up. So we'll place all that in there like this. And I think I also, just to make this even better, have some more of these. I don't think 14 is enough, so I'll just craft a couple more, and we'll do that. And it looks like it is still daytime, which is awesome. So I'll just quickly craft a couple more of these like this. Perfect. And we can basically finish that. But now, yeah, once we get phantom membranes, the thing is completely done. But yeah, there we have it. It's an automatic brewer. You're probably surprised at how easy it is. I always thought these were complicated things, but then I kind of started trying to invent one myself, and I actually did invent this one myself. I'm sure there are other designs that are almost exactly the same because Minecraft's concepts are so similar, and it might even be the same as some other design, but I did actually go around and create a world and invented this one myself. But anyway, we'll place these ones up here, and I'll like this. If we can get these without placing the wrong block like 50 times, it looks like we indeed cannot, so we'll just place these all in here like this, like that, and like this, and we'll just place this back maybe here, and we're good. So we'll just break this, and there we have it, an automatic potion brewer in Minecraft 1.17, of course. And we'll just place one more light in here just for completion, and there we go. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to press the like button. Make sure to comment to see more videos like this. Make sure to share this video with your friends, and make sure to watch the next videos in this series, or the videos before this, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, and have a great day.